A collision in Carthage between a pickup and a tractor trailer throws the driver from the vehicle. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, a flash flood on the Elk River in McDonald County may have made a haunted attraction even spookier. Plus, the Rotary Club of Webb City and Carl Junction help increase the vocabulary of some area third graders. And the Neosho Arts Council drew out art lovers today with its annual Sidewalk Chalk Art Contest.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Carthage man is dead after a crash involving his pickup and a tractor trailer near Carthage. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Elise Noe. Investigators say just before 6:30 last night, a pickup pulled into the path of an 18-wheeler at Missouri 96 and the County Road 80. The pickup driver, John James of Carthage, was thrown from the vehicle and died at the scene. The semi-driver suffered minor injuries. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us with a first look at weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be a hot one for us today. Look at our high temp, 89 degrees. We started at 67 during the morning hours. Now, average high 77, so we were well above that mark, but well shy of the record of 97 set back in 1953. So, obviously quite a while ago. Clear skies. We're going to see clear skies as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. There's not a whole bunch going on. We may get a few clouds in here by the time we head into the daytime hours for us tomorrow, but overall it looks pretty quiet for us tonight. And then as we go into the morning hours, temperatures are going to be dropping back into the upper 60s. But a quick warm up for us tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. We stay hot into the weekend, next several days. Rain chances next week. We're going to be talking about that here in just a bit.
Last weekend's rain might have turned Elk River into a haunted one for some unadvised visitors. Because of the flash flood that hit the campground where Elk River Haunted Float Adventure is hosted, about 6 mannequins got lost in the water and might still be floating in the river. The owner of Haunted Float Adventure estimates about 12 arms, 6 torsos, and 8 legs are somewhere downriver. The McDonald County Sheriff's Office says they haven't received any calls about it yet.
Well, we would rather them just call us and we will determine, in case it is an actual body part, we wouldn't want anything tampered with at that point. But
he was set and ready for the beginning of the float, and the water just completely knocked him over and he laid on his back. And so I'm assuming the water even over the cliff was at least 3 feet high, because all you could see was just his hand sticking out.
Authorities still advise people to call 911 if they see something out of the ordinary. The Webb City and Carl Junction Rotary Club took part in the dictionary project this week. The project aims to promote literacy by giving every third grader in Webb City and Carl Junction a dictionary of their own. One Rotary Club president stressed the importance of learning at such a young age.
Education is a big thing for our Rotary Club, and so we love to be able to give back to the third graders and to both school districts. I think by doing that and setting that example as a leader in the community helps the kids also want to do that as well.
Close to 625 dictionaries will be distributed to every third grade student in the Webb City and Carl Junction school districts. Students in Neosho, Missouri helped turn downtown into a work of art. The Neosho Arts Council today held its annual Sidewalk Chalk Art Contest. Kids were able to put their best drawings out there to win cash prizes. It's all part of the town's fall festival, and one student we talked to says it really challenges them artistically.
It takes a lot of time and design, so I don't know, paper I think is like a cheat way in some sort, because I mean a pencil and art or like paper, it's much easier. This got a lot of time and stuff into it. So.
Students from Neosho's Central Campus helped organizers set up the contest. Folks gathered in downtown Pittsburgh today for the Fall Art Walk. Local artists got the chance to show off their artwork. Community members who attended had the chance to purchase artworks as well. The event didn't just feature artists paint on canvas, but also those who sing, dance, and make music. Mercy Hospital Columbus hosted a formal blessing ceremony today to celebrate the opening of its new computed tomography suite in the hospital and new piece of equipment. The new offerings to the Columbus community is known as a 64-slice CT scanner. The new scanner makes for both faster imaging times and higher resolution images for Mercy physicians to read, which gives patients more accurate test results. For one Mercy administrator, the new addition is not only a game changer, but a lifesaver.
If you need a CT right now, there's a lot of places that are really backed up. You're about 2 weeks out to be able to get in, and we now have this beautiful machine here, and a lot of times we can do same day, which is really hard to come by. If you're needing a CT, you're going to expect to wait a couple weeks to get worked in. We usually have several spots open each day where we're able to accommodate patients. Short drive to Columbus, and we can accommodate them and take care of them right here.
It's Mercy's tradition to hold a formal ceremony when a new service is being held, asking God's blessing on the location and work to be done in it. Coming up, the clock is ticking down to the next edition of Friday Night Football. KOAM Sports Director John Dales has all the gridiron details coming up. But first, West Mineral, Kansas throws a big music festival in the shadow of Big Brutus.
We could tell you all about what makes Ford
fish basket or order ahead at longtownservice.com. Fish yeah.
The Big Iron Overland Rally Music Festival takes place this weekend at the historic Big Brutus landmark. Music fans can enjoy everything from bluegrass to EDM as they enjoy the campout and concert experience. The event began at 2 p.m. today, but will continue throughout the evening. There's also an auction and a wide variety of sponsors and vendors.
Oh, come on down. We're here all weekend. This is where family meets adventure, friends make friends, and some of the most amazing rigs that you're going to see in the Midwest.
The music festival will continue tomorrow at 2 p.m. For more information, you can visit BigIronOverlandRally.com. Pitt State International students host the second annual Globe Fest today with a night market. Students ran a variety of international and ethnic booths that included street food, games, music, and much more. The event allows Pitt State students and Pittsburgh community members to learn more about other cultures in a lively, open-air market atmosphere. A little later, it's a big night for area football. John kicks off the latest edition of Friday Night Football in just a few minutes.
Nominate your
So it turned out to be a hot one outside for us today. Really all week long, we've had temperatures kind of sitting right around 88 to 90 degrees, and we're going to see that as we go into the weekend as well. Every Thursday, and we didn't get to show this last night, but every Thursday our new drought tracker comes out, and check this out. The Joplin Metro is officially out of the drought. Still a little bit dry once you get up toward Pittsburgh, and then we still have an extreme drought. Nevada, El Dorado Springs, over towards Chanute, Independence, Sedan. So we still need the rain, but at least it's getting better. All right, breezy day for us today. We still have those southerly winds at about 5 to 15. So it is going to stay breezy as we go through the overnight hours for us tonight. But clear skies, not a whole bunch going on across the entire Central Plains. And if we look out toward the west, you don't see much going on as well, and that's pretty much our weather as we go into the weekend. So we're going to stay nice and quiet as we go through the next couple days. Let me walk you through your next 48 hours. By morning, we're going to be sitting into the mid to upper 60s across the region. A few clouds kind of skirting through. By the noon hour, most of us into the mid 80s, and then once we get into the afternoon hours, another hot one, 91 Nevada, 90 in Anderson, 92 in Miami, Chanute, up to about 93 degrees. Now, tomorrow night, we back down into the mid-60s once again, and then as we go into Sunday, a few more clouds, but again, high temperatures right around 90 degrees. So it is going to be a little bit on the hot side this weekend. A little breezy, and of course, we're going to have partly sunny skies as we go through the weekend. So when's this going to break down? High pressure is in charge right across the Central Plains. So this is what's given us kind of the heat for this time of the year and keeping us dry. But we get some changes by the time we get into next week. Look at this. Storm system rolls out, showers, even a chance for thunderstorms. But behind this system, it brings in cooler air. So it's actually going to feel like fall by the time we get into the second half of next week, which is fantastic. I think everybody's ready for some nice fall-like weather. All right, let's go 90 tomorrow. Let's go 90 on Sunday, 89 on Monday, 84 on Tuesday. Those chances for showers and thunderstorms move in Wednesday and Thursday. And then look at our stretch of 70s, overnight lows into the upper 40s. Elise?
Don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone, free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. The KOAM Skywatch weather app. Doug and I are getting out of here so we can turn it over to John and Brock. Friday night football action straight ahead.
To Bark in the Park and mattress protectors are buy one, get one half off, only at Ashley.
You're watching 4 State Friday Night, proudly sponsored by GN Bank, Crawcan, Sticklin and Sticklin Law Firm, and Macco Builders.
Hey, and welcome into Week 6 of 4 States Friday Night. I'm KOAM Sports Director John Dales. It's Week 6 in Missouri, Week 5 in Kansas. We're getting to that time of year where teams have targets on their backs. And one of those is 4-0 Parsons. The Vikings head into enemy territory in Riverton in our game of the week. Riverton coming in at 2-2, much improved from last year where they only won one game all season. Defensive stalemate early. Rams trying to get the ball to Landon Livingston on a jet sweep. He's slung down by Cade Brown for Parsons. Riverton's defense held firm early on as well. Vikings try to go outside with a little touch pass to Tate Phillips. Ryder Phillips says no. Nothing at the end of the first quarter. Parsons finally breaks through in the second though. Marches the ball down the field. Jamarian Washington powers out in from a few yards out. 7-0 Vikings. Ensuing possession, Riverton gets the ball into Viking territory, but Makai Baugh and Jamarcus Washington combine for a big hit, forces the ball loose. Parsons recovers. The Vikings take a 13-0 lead into halftime. They go on to win 27-20. Staying in Kansas, Pittsburgh lost big to Chanute in Week 2, but has really turned things around since then. Tonight, the Purple Dragons are home once again, where a week ago they took down Fort Scott. This evening, they play host to Paola. Starting out in the second half, quarterback Tristan Katzer with the handoff to running back J.D. Troutman for Paola. He spins off a defender, jukes two more, and sees daylight all the way home. Touchdown Paola, just like that in the second half. Purple Dragons QB Webb Fern takes matters into his own hands the other way. A little scramble up the middle, misdirection before getting to about midfield. Purple Dragons still fighting from behind, an uphill battle. Big stop by linebacker Gabe Kimsey here. Moving forward, ball carrier Clayton Younger brought down by linebacker Stone Perry of Pittsburgh. J.D. Troutman with the carry once again before being swarmed by 3 Purple Dragon defenders. Then running back Wyatt Rink with positive yardage for Pittsburgh, but it wasn't enough. Paola goes on to win 19-16 final score. Over to Galena, it's the Bulldogs' homecoming night. They're looking for their first win of the 2023 season. And the Bulldogs come out strong on senior night. Tight contest at half. 8-7 Galena lead. Bulldogs get the ball first in the second. They punt it away. Jack Perry pins the Lions deep inside their own 5. No problem for the Lions offense though. Peyton Gaines finds Jacob Grant, quick hitter. He's going to take this one down the sideline and to the house. 80 yards out, Lions take the lead 15-8 after a 2-point conversion. We skip ahead. Later in the third, it's 21-8 Gaines going right back to the well. Grant finds room down the sideline on the other side. Gets it into Galena territory. Now Gaines going to do it on his own. Gashes the Galena defense with his legs. Carries a couple of Bulldog tacklers with him. Sets things up for him to get his second rushing touchdown of the half on a QB sneak from 1 yard out. Lions get a big second half surge. They win it on the road. Final score 28-20. Another homecoming celebration this evening. This one in Labette County.
Alice will now crown
Hudson Baker and Alice Carnahan, king and queen, onto the game. Grizzlies punt in their first possession. Fort Scott with the ball. Now third play from scrimmage. Lennox Vaughn, the QB keeper, he takes this right past the Grizzly defense. 57 yards to the house. 7-0 Tigers. Fort Scott punting on their next possession. Labette County's Lawrence Holt not quite able to get a grip on this one, trying to pick it up. That's a live football, and eventually it ends up in the hands of the Tigers. That gives them great field position. Ensuing possession, Chase Heyer takes the pitch, down to the outside, gets it to the 20-yard line in the red zone. 2 plays later, here's Heyer again, straight through the Grizzly defense with the easy score. Tigers up 14-0 early in this one. Fort Scott never trailed. They go on to win big, 49-20. Well, that brings us to our first break here on 4 States Friday night. Stick with us, though. When we come back, we're going to head to Missouri, where Lamar hosts McDonald County. Webb City goes on the road to Willard, and a lot more. That's coming up right after this.
GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN.
4 good conduct medals. We are proud to salute Bruce Langston, a 4-state hero.
Hey, welcome back into 4 States Friday night. We now head to Missouri, where Lamar is one of the most consistent, dominant forces in the state. The Tigers fell to Seneca a couple weeks ago, and now they're trying to prove the rest of the way through the season that loss was just a fluke. McDonald County going into Tiger Country looking for a homecoming upset. Hard to come by. There's your Lamar homecoming king and queen. Those smiles don't go away all game. Lamar gets the opening possession, hot right out the gates, 20-yard pickup down to the Mustang 25-yard line. Then they'll give it to Carson Sturgill, who turns upfield to the 25-yard touchdown. It puts the Tigers up 7-0 off their opening possession. Mustangs look to respond, but they go 4 and out. Tigers, well, it works again. Why not go back to Sturgill? This time, he takes it in from a little bit further out. 55-yard touchdown. Just like that, 2-score lead after this blocked pass here. Forced into another 4 and out for McDonald County. See where this one's going. Lamar changes things up. This time they give it to Ian Googie. This time he takes it in from 50-plus yards out. 21-0 in the blink of an eye. Mustangs not letting this one be a blowout quite yet, though. Down 28-zip. A lot of arc under this one. Finds Josh Pacheco for a 70-yard touchdown. Not enough, though. Mustangs fall to Lamar. Final score 49-21. Now we'll go on the road. Webb City hasn't lost a game since its season opener on the road at Nixa, one of the hottest teams in the COC. Every week, though, is a test in that conference, especially when you're going on the road. Homecoming night for Willard. They're looking to go 4-2 by the end of the night. Webb City wanting to play spoiler. Willard up 7-0 early, and Russell Roughton with the quarterback keeper. He's not going to stop till he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Not looking good early for the Cardinals. It's 13-0 at this point. Webb City not going down without a fight, though. Noah Durman punches it in for the short score, 13-7 at that point. Cardinals back on defense. Noah Durman dives up the middle, earns his second score of the night. Just like that, Willard up 16-14 at halftime. Second half, Webb City on offense after a Tiger turnover. There he is again. Durman up the middle, into the end zone for the score. He's got 3 touchdowns in the game. It's a close one, but Webb City shuts down Willard in the second half after it being close at halftime. Cardinals win 43-16 on the road. Next week, they go on the road again over to Carthage. Now to Oklahoma. Wyandotte undefeated entering tonight. They go on the road as well, over to Afton, who enters the game at 2-2, but very upset-minded. Undefeated Wyandotte Bears taking the field on the road. We begin things in the first quarter where Hunter White gets the snap, he hands it off, and Brady Laughlin takes this jet sweep for a big gain. Wyandotte right out of the gate, moving the football. A few plays later, Hunter White looking to throw, but on the receiving end of this one, it's J.J. Miller who snatches the interception for Afton. Wyandottes defense forces a 3 and out. Bears get the ball back. Next possession, White goes to his tight end. Not fazed by that interception. He gets Mason Brown, big man, makes some moves down the field. Sets him up nicely. Later in the first quarter, Brady Robinson is there to make a really nice tackle here in the open fields. Later in the second quarter, Wyandotte facing the end zone as Hunter White goes to Brady Laughlin. He's going to make a man miss here. Stops on a dime, and he stretches the ball over the goal line for a touchdown. Wyandotte going to stay undefeated. They go on to win big, 47-12 final score. And staying in the Sooner State, Quapaw began the season 3-0. Tough loss at home a week ago against Colcord, trying to right the ship with a district game on the road against Commerce this evening. The 2-2 Tigers there, taking on Quapaw. We begin things here with Austin Lake in a QB for the visiting Wildcats. He finds his wide receiver, Colton Neal. Breaks quite a few tackles on this play before being taken down. Lake then steps back, finds number 1 Zane Stand, who breaks more tackles and gets a massive gain before he gets shoved out of bounds. Lake evades pressure again. Then he finds Neal in the end zone this time. Leaping catch, what a touchdown. 2-point play is good. It's 14-0 Quapaw. Tigers, a little bit of trickeration here on offense. Tight end's going to take the direct snap, rumble up the middle for the first down. Then Grayson Shelton throw intended for Kalen White. Intercepted, ball loose. Lake on the ensuing drive loses the football. Quapaw goes on to win 20-12. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you in this edition of 4 States Friday Night. Our coverage not done though. Join myself and Brock Baldridge just about a half hour from now on Fox 14. For Press Box, we've got more highlights and scores from across the 4 states. We'll let you choose who the performer of the week is, all that and a lot more. Join us at 11 on Fox 14. But for now, here's another look at some of the top plays from tonight.
At me like I do to you when you say dumb things.